What is up, everybody? I am Taylor. This is episode, who the hell knows? Like 22, 23, somewhere in there of Unboxing Match. It's the YouTube's best comic book mystery swap show. Today's guest thought it was a competition, so it'll be interesting. We're going to probably have to duel to the death. But I'm going to bring on Max Comics. She can tell you a little about herself, and then we can get going and have some fun in here. Look, I put up posters from Red Hammer Games in town. Thanks, Gary. They're kind of glary, Gary, so we'll see how long they last. And yeah, I just said glary. Never mind. It's been one of those days. Anyways, what's up, Max? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So tell people that don't know you who you are.
I am Max Comics with an X. I'll type stuff in the chat once I find it.
Yeah, and I've got links down below for your YouTube and your Instagram. So.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm Max Comics, and I sell books on Whatnot mostly, but I will be on Madhouse on the 20th, which is a Wednesday. Just set that up like right before this.
Nice. So. Do you also have a show where you just kind of go live and draw, right? And have a community members come on?
Every Sunday on my YouTube channel. Some just community artists, whoever feels like it can join, and we just be drawn live on YouTube. Just a place to be creative. Anyone's welcome. So it was pretty fun.
Nice. Yeah. Do you make any other? You don't make a lot of other vids or anything, do you? Not really.
Not really anymore. I used to, but not anymore. I finished this one last night. It's glary. It's Loggerhead.
Awesome.
That one for Travis Knott. He's a cool dude in the community.
He's a cool dude, yeah. And Las Cruces says everyone knows you, so we're all good.
I've been around
as long as you know that Las Cruces, then everyone clearly does.
Exactly.
Yeah. How many giveaways have you won from her, Las Cruces? That's the real question.
I don't know.
Did you get a dick butt?
I used to be known for winning all the giveaways and the bingo games we used to play and stuff on YouTube.
Oh, were you part of Jay Blitz's channel back in the day too?
I was customer. I never sold on panel with him.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, me neither, thankfully, because that all went to.
Yeah, I was I missed the bullet by this much because I almost started selling, but then I didn't. I started selling right after that, or with some other crews instead of.
Yeah, I sold with Adrian APM. He's a good dude, and he kind of got weird. He weirdly got associated with Blitz because they were buddies a bit, and that just turned.
Yeah, it really sucks. He bought from you what? He bought a dick butt the other day on my Whatnot channel.
Nice. He lives like 20 minutes from me, so he and I hang out in person.
Dick butt sticker packs, and so I threw in a free art with it too, where I.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do painting, and then I just draw a dick butt on it. It's hard to see through all that, but.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What's up, James? How you doing? A little weird. That name looks familiar.
That's Remy.
Yeah, I've caught that one. It's all very confusing. There's a lot of when you mail stuff to Max, the mailing label's like, where the hell is this going? Yeah. But anyway, so you gave me not a whole lot of direction for the box. You said you liked Cosmic Ghost Rider, which I own 0 Cosmic Ghost Rider books, and Indie. So I took a shot in the dark, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. But why Cosmic Ghost Rider? What about that? What do you dig about Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Because you have Frank Castle, a very great war veteran. He becomes Punisher, which is already badass enough. Yeah. But guess what? Wait, there's more. He dies, and he's basically too angry to stay dead. So he gets the power, the spirit of vengeance, making him a Ghost Rider. And then he gets power cosmic from Galactus. So now he's Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then Thanos goes around trying to kill everybody in the series. Thanos wins. Okay, spoiler alert. Hit mute for a few if you need to.
Everybody, turn off the panel if you don't want to hear this.
I won't spoil it then. I'll just stop there. Good. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can kill Ghost Rider because Ghost Rider's already dead, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is already can't beat him, join him, because even though he can't die, it can still hurt, Yeah. So he's Thanos' sidekick, and Thanos is killing everyone because he wants to win over death. Then Thanos gives the Time Stone Shard to Cosmic Ghost Rider so that he can get younger Thanos, because he doesn't want to off himself, but he does want to kill himself. So he gets a younger version of Thanos, brings it to old Thanos. to try and get him to kill old Thanos because Death, he has to, because he's the only one left alive, and he's in love with Death, so he's gotta die.
Yeah.
And once that whole shenanigans happens, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the very end.
Well, I know it didn't stick because he's back to being Frank Castle now. So
it did. I don't know if it's in a different universe, maybe, but he's still Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Maybe
it's somebody else.
Maybe the timelines. Well, he does have the time shard, the time stone. So the timeline.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he's fucking it. Like one of the. So there was 3. There's Cosmic Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys Marvel history, and Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So the Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys Marvel history. Like he's fucking around with the time stone. So somewhere he builds Nazis with Cap America at one point. So it's a great series to read. So you start out by reading Thanos Wins, then the 3 miniseries of Cosmic Ghost Rider.
I will check them out. I'll probably read them digitally because I don't have any of those books. But yeah, and that's your only mainstream character you kind of gave me. You don't dig anybody else at all?
Ghost Rider and Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Okay, so people whose heads are on fire. Gotcha.
Yes. Fire.
All right, and that's not Firestorm. That's DC. He's got a fiery hairdo at least.
Or the Johnny from Fantastic Four, but I like the skeleton and the motorcycle thing.
All right, gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty limited. There's not a lot of those. A lot of skeletons, a lot of fire, but not so many together.
Yep.
Robbie Reyes, but he's more stylized too.
He's a Ghost Rider, yeah.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's one of my favorites. He's in my top 5 probably.
Well, yeah, because you have what 1 Cosmic Ghost Rider or 4 other Ghost Riders, so that's an easy top 5 for you.
There's a lot of different Ghost Riders.
I know you got Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Robbie Reyes.
Like a Leprechaun too, and there's like Alejandra Jones, and there's a whole shit ton. I couldn't even name them all.
There's a female Ghost Rider too, but I can't think I heard. Like she just showed up.
Alejandra Jones.
Yeah.
And Kushala. Kushala's one of my top favorites.
All right.
She's a spirit rider.
Nice.
I think, or demon rider. So.
I don't think I have any Flaming Skull books for you. Sorry, but
that's okay.
Yeah, hopefully you dig what's in there. But yeah, the way it works is the guest kind of opens first, and we just kind of talk about life and stuff and things. Do you have like a favorite indie series at all, or just indie books in general, or?
Right now, Bunny Mask is really good.
Okay, it makes no fucking sense, but yeah.
I like the art style, and it's been a really good read so far.
Yeah, I dig it, but I have no idea what's going on in it.
It's worth the read. I think we're on issue number 4 of the first series, 4 or 5.
Okay.
And so yeah, we're so behind on our reading, both of us.
Yeah, it gets it starts making a little more sense in the Hollow, whatever the hell it's called.
The Hollow Inside.
Yeah,
Hollow Inside,
a little bit. Yeah, but it's still pretty convoluted. And Andre Moody, who did the interior art, he's awesome. Like, he also did Maniac in New York, which is another good one.
Yep, I have that whole series, the whole 1 through 5, and they have volume 2 now too. So.
Oh, there. Speaking of, you say Bunny Mask 3 times, Scott shows up. So welcome, Scott. How you doing? Don't you own like every original art page to that, Scott, and shit? Like, don't you have like Andre Moody locked up in your closet somewhere? I think he does.
Jeez.
He's got a lot of Bunny Mask stuff.
Didn't he also do some Gideon Falls for the cover?
He thinks so, and he also did a series called like with Cullen Bunn with like. Not primordial, but something, I don't know, some psychic. He's got to be the fastest like painter for comics I've ever seen, because he's like banging his stuff out, and it's nuts. But yeah, I mean, he's got to be doing like 2 or 3 pages a day, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know how the hell.
It takes me forever to finish my commissions, so respect for any artist out there who can bang them out that fast. Like
yeah, no kidding. I made a piece of art every day for a year, but
I have
but I couldn't. That's different. That's just like that's not sequential. You don't have to storytell. You just make one thing and call it a day, which is different.
Yeah, pick up things I've made in my underwear. I thought it was just gonna be like like a trade paperback. That thing is dirty.
Oh, it's a beefy book. Yeah.
Quality. I was like, I got this for only $35. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
the fuck?
I've tried to give people on whatnot deals and stuff, and it's a self promo piece too.
That's
So
a great deal. Got to check it out. It's a great book. It's a very easy read.
and I now have a Substack. If you want to read my writing, it's called Things I Wrote in My Underwear. Because yeah. Anyway,
Perfect.
there's a link down below. I just do comic. I have comic reviews mostly right now, but. Oh, anyway, why don't you get into the box and we'll see what you think, and you can be like, Taylor, these are fucking horrible, and I'm never talking to you again, and we'll go from there.
I'm nervous. I hope you like what I got you. I was focusing more on that, and I forgot to tell you like the things that I like. So.
Well, I also, Tyler, yeah, thanks, Chet. Jesus. I get the usual audience. Chip always wins. Yeah, Chip does win.
Where did that take? Got the Gemini folded properly. Nice.
I didn't use quite as much packet tape as you did, but you had a nice pull tab on it, so that was good.
Always with the pull tabs.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have done this part ahead of time. I wasn't sure how much.
No, this is riveting content for the audience. This is where they get to troll
unboxing, so
they get to troll each other. Yeah. What's up, Tricky? How you doing, man?
Hey, Tricky. What?
Nice. The audience, they're just talking amongst themselves on the audience. They have nothing to do with. Yeah.
Is Lisa here? I see Shattered Glasses here. I've been on a panel with him one time.
Well, I don't see Mrs. Tootsie here, but I think I'm guessing they're the same person here, as I can tell.
I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna flip them.
All right. Yeah, they should be kind of in order. I think I did flip around the first book backwards. That's what I kind of usually do, and
I have never seen nor heard of this one.
Good. That's
Skyscrapers of the Midwest.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I try and throw in like a random one, just cause, and that's just a weird ass random indie book, like super random, super indie. I think it's issue number 2 even of it. It doesn't make any fucking sense if you read it, but I'm from the Midwest and there's skulls on it, so
it's a wraparound.
Yeah, it's got skulls and a picnic. So what more do you need?
I like the art style inside. We got a Mandalorian looking dude.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool book. It's just kind of I tried reading it. I'm like, no, thank you. So, and since I didn't figure you'd be a fan of Turok #1, I'm like, I'll give you the.
Oh yeah, Turok. It's gonna go big. Biggest spec.
No, that's the joke book. I throw in a lot of mystery boxes. I just did a $500 box as part of a competition, and like the first book in that was a Turok #1, just because. Why not?
That would be perfect. The perfect finisher in every biggest unboxing, and just be like, oh yeah, 500 Turok #1s.
I thought about it. Dude. Okay, have you ever read any of these?
Remy could talk to you about Solid Cowboy. Take it away. About it on
he already knows. I was trying to help.
I do. Yeah, that's purely an art thing. It's not even the first issue. But again, it's a series that you don't even need to read in order because it's just trippy as balls. Buddhist monk fighting
Yeah, I had a #1 and he it didn't sell, so I think I gave it to him. So we still have one and I can read them both. That's sick.
Everyone should read Hard Boiled.
Hard Boiled?
Oh yeah. Or at least look at the pretty pictures.
Reissue. It's amazing.
Yeah. And the one you did with Frank Miller's not bad either, the robot one that I can't think of the name of, but
Big Guy and Rusty.
Yeah, that one. The story's not great, but
Big Guy and Rusty.
Big Guy and Rusty.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's an ash can for you. That one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good ash can too. Shit. Have you read this series? I have issue 1 and 2.
I read the first issue, and then I read the first issue of the newest arc. I think I have the trade paperback somewhere. I'm going to read because Kyle, Bird Mitzke. I don't know if you know Bird Mitzke's Time Traveler. It's one of his favorites.
Oh yeah, we have dinner with him from time to time.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, he loves the book. And he's like, you got to read it. I'm like, I like the first issue, but
I'll add that to my list of trade paperbacks I need to pick up. There's a couple I need to pick up that are LCS when we go there.
I'm not going to read that out loud, Tricky, but I'll see if Max reads it. Apparently, you look like a wife on Snap.
What's Snap?
I don't know.
Snapple?
Is that a swinging app? I have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah. What's up, Jim? So, do you have a favorite like comic book movie or anything, or is it more, or do you not like watch that kind of stuff? Because like, I know you're big in the indies, and there's no flaming skulls in the movies yet. So,
Oh, there is. There's in Shield, on the Netflix series. There is Robbie Reyes, and then you've got Nicolas Cage, of course.
Yes, the Nick Cage Ghost Rider. I take that back. Yes, and that was an amazing movie.
The stuff I watched when I was a kid, like the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider, and then like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, nice.
You know.
Yeah, I still dig Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. I think that was one of the better superhero ones ever made. Like I'll stand by it.
Was amazing, and as a kid, that's like you get
off
of that whole experience.
Oh, apparently it's a show where wives kill their husbands. So watch out, Remy.
Like a reality show, or
hopefully, if it's a reality show, I'll watch it.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? Maybe this is why, because my hair's a mess. Maybe that's why I said that. Is that? I just fucked it up again. Whatever.
I'm assuming he meant it as a compliment.
Sure.
Yeah, murder wives.
Murdering wives. Ooh, which this one?
We only find them when they're dead.
Okay, I was gonna say it was either that one or the 7.
Yeah, I mixed those two up, and I did that. I mixed those up on a different show, but I had an extra copy of that because I got one in a box. I was like, maybe they could eat flying dead space gods. And
I want to eat flying dead space gods.
Yeah, it's a trippy book too. It's another one of the. I don't know if you haven't read it. It's a bizarre out there kind of Al Ewing.
There's a skull in the background, so you get points for that.
All right, there's a couple skulls in the box. Don't get me wrong. I did throw some skulls in there.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah.
My favorite. Yummy. All right. I'm guessing this is haha or ice.
Yeah, it's haha, and look, there's a skull. I can't remember who the hell the artist is, but that one and the next one go together.
Camarado.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Now he's the one with the skull. Okay. Yeah, they're both by him. It's got the partner. That is sick as all hell.
I just thought I threw it. Here's what I was like. Well, I put aside every like cool ass indie cover I could find, and then I'm like, I took the coolest ones I thought and I gave them to you. So that's about how I curated the box for you, because I was like, all right, let's see what it gets. Well,
I love that. He's Nino. I might be saying his name wrong, but it's Nino Camarado. He does great work.
Yeah, and I'm awful at knowing artist names and shit too, which is bad because I make art and stuff, but I'm fucking horrible at it.
It's slowly been getting better.
There's so many artists out there that do stuff now too, and it's just kind of I can't keep up. But,
love you too, Tricky. Thanks. I love your treatment.
Only murderers on the stream.
This is hot. Lady V would be very jealous.
I threw in some non-hot there just to make up for it.
Is this Draculina?
I think so. Yeah, it's one of the die. You get those. It's Draculina, Red Sonja, one of those, and I just can't fucking keep up with any of that shit. Mm-hmm. There's like 8 billion variant covers for all of them, and
so many variants. Dynamite does so many variants.
I'm like,
I dig it, but to their credit, at least they don't do second prints and stuff for the most part.
That's true, and I think they don't do very high print runs of any of them. But
yeah. That one's slick.
But they're still killing some trees too. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
So you get skulls and titties. That's what I threw in your box.
Skulls and titties. Fuck yeah. And a child. I don't know this one. Remy, any ideas on what this one is?
Oh, that is Step by Bloody Step.
That one's recently come out, hasn't it?
Yeah. But I can't tell you the artist.
I have no idea.
Cy Spurrier's the writer. It's a cool wordless comic. It's just I have not seen that yet. It's on my list 6 to watch. Only Murders in the Building, but yeah.
Great new series.
What's up, Biggie? I keep trying to talk Biggie into doing this too one of these days. It could be a hell of a conversation if nothing else.
But yeah, this one's sick. I'm gonna have to add a By Bloody Step to my list. Is that what everybody's saying?
Yeah, if you're not, and it's a quick read because there's no words; it's just pictures.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you don't have to like actually read. You just look at it's like a flip book kind of.
I like the storytelling, the art of storytelling with just images. That takes a.
Yeah, I think it's very hard to pull off. There's certain
Specific.
comics that do it great, but sometimes I said okay at it. I think probably still one of the better ones out there is the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes issue, which is bizarre. But if you've ever read issue 21 of G.I. Joe, it's an amazingly told story.
G.I. Joe number 21.
Yeah, it's a silent issue.
The silent issue.
Oh, do you like it?
It's awesome. It's legendary.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll read it.
It really
Hold
is.
To read, there are no words.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's like kind of. Can you read an audiobook? I don't know how that works.
I used to read audiobook. I would listen and read along.
Yeah. Okay. If you're reading while you're listening, it counts. But if not, you're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know. It's all. We're gonna solve life's deep questions here on this chat.
It's an open face sandwich.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll give it. I think it's a sandwich, but I have friends that'll battle to the death and say otherwise. A weird hill to die on, but whatever. Oh yeah.
So we got a Vampirella.
Yeah. Titties and vampires. It's
And
an Alex Ross homage.
Yeah, it's an Alex Ross homage after Alex Ross by I can't read or pronounce that.
Right.
Days, I don't know. It starts with a D.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Yeah.
He's having a great time.
He is. Yeah. Again, titties and skulls. That's the theme for the day.
That's the theme. Oh snap! We got a My Little Pony
All right.
Carnage.
Yeah. That's the weirdest one in the box. It's a metal cover. It's a very limited one. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then we're like, oh, Max, indie books. I'm like, that seems weird enough. She might dig it. So,
This might get sent to CGC.
yeah. I mean, there might be a fingerprint or two on it, so you might have to figure out how to clean that off. I think it's easy up on
Take
metal.
your
But
micro, like your glasses wiping wrap,
yeah, so
clean it off. Yeah. But at least they are pretty easy to clean.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that is super limited. 25 out of 35.
Yeah, it's a very randomly rare one. I can't remember. It's not Delotto, Biggie. I don't know who it is.
It's
on the
some Jacob Bear 2020 after Christopher.
yeah. It's not the Do You Poos or whatever like everybody else has, but it's close enough. It's the My Little Brony or whatever.
My Little Brony.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, that's enough of me on the big screen.
All right. Well, I'll get up there in a minute. But okay, so old school movie. Do you watch a lot of the Marvel movies and stuff, or not really?
I'm so behind on watching
Yeah.
all the Marvel stuff. Plus they're pumping them out crazy, like Left, Right, and Stupid.
Yeah.
Right now I'm watching a YouTube commentating person who's commenting and reviewing stuff, and he went to see Morbius 5 times in theater. And it's a really fun. Like it's clearly unhinging him. So it's a very.
I skipped that one, but I'll watch that. I'd watch that kind of video where he's talking about it.
Oh
I
yeah.
watch a lot of those like new Rockstar channel too because I can't help myself. They're just open my feed. I'm like, all right, let's see what they have to say.
It's Eddie Burback. He's a pretty interesting, kind of funny guy. So.
Nice. Do you watch a lot of YouTube stuff then?
Yeah, probably. And it's not even related to comics. Most of it. It's just like funny stuff.
All right.
Like Danny Gonzalez, Gus Johnson, that kind of people.
Now you're a wee young sprite. Do you have a TikTok?
I do.
Uh-oh.
I
Do you do
use
all the
it
new
mainly
dancing on there?
Oh God, I don't think you'd see much of me on it. Definitely not dancing. But like just posting funny shit, or I use it to make my promo videos.
Oh, nice.
For my Whatnot shows because it's easy video editing on there for video. And I make my videos, then I remove the watermark that says TikTok, and then I upload it to Whatnot. And I use
All right,
my
so
promo video on Instagram.
There you go. You just break all kinds of laws. You're like, let's get rid of that fucking copyright.
Yeah.
And yeah, you heard it here first.
There's
folks.
this one. I can send you this one. That's really fun. It's
Alright.
it's about an eBay thing. You would laugh. But,
All right, perfect. Now, do you you sell on Whatnot? Do you also sell on eBay or no? Just Whatnot right now?
Not really. I have video games listed on eBay. I think that's all
Okay.
I have listed. Is
Like-
so if you're into Game Boy, the original Game Boys and the games and the original Pokemon games, I have those listed on my eBay.
Oh, that do you collect all those as well then, or is it just kind of you just?
No, it's from my childhood. You know, games that I played growing up. So
Nice. Nice.
and they're all in really great condition. A lot of them, most of them actually have the box still because
That's
we
cool.
kept my mom's a hoarder and she kept everything. So
Wow. Have you
The
gotten
one-
any of them graded?
Huh?
Have you gotten any of those graded?
no, they wouldn't get a high grade. I don't think.
Okay. Gotcha. Nice.
It's still
Now,
worth a lot of.
Do you collect anything else other than comics, like Funkos or anything, or no?
Not Funkos. Fuck no.
I don't know.
Do I collect other shit, Remy?
Art, comic related art.
Comic related art. Oh yeah, I do like some original art. I got a bunch of Gorkum original art stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So, what's your favorite like comic or like collectible you own? Like, do you have anything you would never sell that's like, hell no, I'm keeping this forever?
Probably Remy.
Okay, you collect boyfriends. That works.
Like definitely the art by Gorkum that I bought for Remy.
Yeah. That's
And
cool.
like the slab that I got, it was signed and remarked by Gorkum too. I don't have
That's
a whole lot of other artist stuff, I would
Yeah.
say.
That's cool. I was just curious. I know some people have stuff that they never part with, and some are like, you know what, for the right price, fuck it. Like,
Remy is like everything's for sale for the right price. He has a PC of maybe 5 books, and it's all stuff that I've given to him.
wow. I'd probably
Yes.
follow. I'll probably more into the Remy camp personally. I have like one book that it'd take a whole lot to get me to sell, and that's just because it's Star Wars #1. It was the first movie I ever saw in the theaters, and it's quadruple signed. You know, I won it in a giveaway, so it's not even like as a childhood book or anything. But it's just kind of it's just because of how it makes me think of the movie and like the fun parts of my childhood. I'm like, I'm holding on to this one. The rest of them, they're all replaceable. Like unless like original art, I don't get rid of. But like the comics themselves, I can always get another one. You know, it's
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one I wouldn't sell ever. I got from my friend Lou Tom's from Tram. He passed away in March, I believe. Sadly, too early. He sent me a trade paperback Captain America. I don't even like Captain America, but it's signed on the inside by Stan Lee. And
Oh yeah, that's very cool.
Stan Lee would sign anything for him and just be like, okay, but don't sell them just as long as you give them as gifts to people or keep them for yourself. And so he just gave it to me. And I was like,
That's
wow.
super cool.
Yeah, you couldn't tell him that you liked something because he would show you all his stuff and there's always a story with it. You couldn't tell him that you liked it, otherwise he was going to send it to you. So always a giving person. That's so much.
There's a few people I know like that, like the Mr. Chip Kettler in the audience. If you just mentioned, like, hey Chip, I need a new car. And
Be like, I have a cousin who got one. He's looking to sell.
Nice. But yeah, there's a few like this community. There's a couple of people like that that are just awesome. But yeah, you have to be like, no, don't send me stuff. I have enough stuff. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I want to live in a van down by the river. I don't need more shit.
Yeah, I got too much crap. Fortunately, when I did move, I did sell a lot of my stuff, so
That's awesome.
helps.
Yeah. Now, is like the Whatnot sales? Is that your full time gig right now? Or are you working somewhere else?
Yeah.
Or just that's cool.
That's my full-time job. Yep.
That's awesome. How do you? I know, like I saw, like you showed me behind the scenes. Remy's got like 8 billion boxes in unboxing. Now, do you guys go out in the wild and find them at like flea markets and stuff, or like all online? You buy collections. How do you come across all these?
Mostly online, I think. Online hunting.
Yeah.
We'll go, to like some of the conventions and sometimes and just browse through and he'll get some stuff and I don't know. But yeah, I think we might want to get into collection buying. Remy. Yeah. He said if we can find him. I wouldn't know where to start looking for him. I went on Craigslist one time when I was back in Omaha, and there was people with just absolute garbage, no bag and board, and it wasn't any good books, and they're asking way too much money all the time. Like these people that just are selling them, and they're like, "Oh, comic books are worth money. Here's a high price tag," and I'm like, "You don't even know what you have, and it's not."
I have not found any either around me like that. I know there's people that have that kind of luck. Like Alan May seems to find collections all the goddamn time to buy, and obviously like Gary, very Gary's always buying. Like I got 40,000 books I just bought. I'm like, how the hell did you come across all these? But I think it's probably like once you're known, then people start referring to you. But it's still, yeah.
Well, we have a friend who, Scruffy Nerf Herder, and his girlfriend Donna. They do Whatnot, and they buy collections too.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. They're a lot of fun.
They bought a collection, and it filled up a pretty big storage unit, and they just took over the lease of the storage unit, and
that's cool.
Been sorting through it for ages. So yeah, they go to
shows. They go to shows. Yeah. I know there's people that advertise on Craigslist all the time around here saying I buy comics and stuff. I think it's probably Adrian actually, but yeah, that's a good advice.
LCS helps. People will call LCS and be like, "Do you guys buy comics?" And they'll be like, "Show us what you have." Like, so people come in looking to sell stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Local ads is in like the paper or Facebook group or what? Sixth Space.
Probably, I'd guess Craigslist and stuff like that, where you get, but yeah, probably and Facebook, Facebook Marketplace too. Probably a good one if you do it just locally. Yeah, anything you can localize. I don't think anyone reads the paper anymore, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you'll get all these super old books that,
from old-fashioned people who are like, "Oh yeah, paper ads."
Yeah, actually, that probably is a good idea.
Have books from way back in the day.
Yeah.
I have a short box of Hulk 181 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I got a couple Action Comics #1, like that I bought way back in 1940 when I was a year old, Yeah.
Yeah. Signs on the side of the road, Facebooks and papers. You were doing the signs back in New England.
Oh, nice.
Buy houses instead. We buy.
Yeah, we've got the I buy ugly houses all over the place around here. Oh, you got a padded thing and everything. Nice.
My packing game ain't no joke.
I know. I didn't doubt it. Now I just got to figure out how to get into these mail. I have to be smarter than the USPS mailers without jacking up the books. There we go. I'm getting better in my old age. Finally.
I always have scissors and the razor right nearby me.
So. Oh yeah.
Pocket knives work too.
Yeah. So you sell now, just so everyone could follow you. You sell on Thursday nights. So what time do you normally start?
9 p.m. Pacific, which is 11 p.m. Central, 12 a.m. Eastern.
So there you go. If you're a late night person, go follow Max on Max Comics. Hit her up on Instagram. She's probably got a link there. You can get a referral link from her and save $10, and then she gets $10 to spend on shit too. So,
What happened?
Oh no, I was looking. You had the check. No, it was a good thing. I'm like, you got pull tabs, you got the check marks of stuff, and awesome.
Yeah, I have a link tree here. Put in the private chat. I don't know if I have a wrench.
I don't know if anyone has a wrench. I'll get it sorted. I'll drop the link in this video when it records. Otherwise, hit her up on Instagram right now, and that'll do it to you too. But yeah, I need to wrench some people here. I'm bad at all that. And I have trust issues.
Yeah, that never helps.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start at the top. Oh, good, there's notes, so I don't have to know what the hell I'm looking at, which is cool.
Oh, yeah, I do that for every book that I sell. I always write, like, all the details on the back.
That's very cool. Wow. Oh, sci-fi spacey. This is Out of Body #1, Gorkin Demir, Virgin Variant exclusive, limited to 3,000.
300.
300, sorry.
Super
That's a cool cover. He's a talented son of a bitch. He really is. That's awesome. He's Turkish, right? Is that,
yep.
I think? Yeah.
And he's coming to California this week. He'll be at AMCAM, so if you want information on that, hit me up or hit up AMCAM.
Yeah, I know that I first heard it. I was introduced to him through Chad RCG. He was a big fan of his, and I know if Chad. I haven't seen Chad in a while either, but
he's such a nice dude.
Chad? No, he's not.
No.
This is Campisi the Dragon Incident. I know this one without even looking at it. This is awesome. I love this cover. It had a
Oh,
great
no,
book.
that one.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I was eyeing up this cover for a long time, so this is great.
It's my favorite cover of 2021 and so far 2022 as
Yeah,
well.
this is cool. It's got dragons.
Dragons with people.
Yeah. Do you play any nerdy games like Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that?
Yep. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons with our friends Tyson, 9.8 White Pages, and some others. And
Nice.
it's a blast. We had our first session a couple weeks ago on Saturday, and I'm an Arakakra, which is the bird.
Oh yeah, you're the
And,
cheater. You could fly all over the place, and
yeah, it definitely foiled his plans. I definitely carried the team pretty good, and with my spells too, really helped the spell.
Oh, are you sort of a mage, or what are you?
I'm a rogue, but they get to have a few.
Oh, okay, the built-ins. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yep, fucking cheater. Nothing like a flying backstabber.
His name's Mark.
Oh,
His
okay.
bow.
Nice.
So
I right now I'm playing an artificer, a hobgoblin artificer, named Tink. She's got a peg leg that's her cannon, because she can remove her leg and have it skitter off and go shoot people. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I love D&D. Like it's a fun. Do you play in person or is it online?
In person.
Yeah, I've done both, but I think in person's a lot more fun.
It is a lot more fun. He sets it all up and like sets up the table and everything. It's a blast.
Yeah. One of my buddies, like, yeah, he builds all these miniatures himself. He builds all the sets himself and stuff, and out of like dental paste and shit. And like, he doesn't have a. He's an old school guy. He doesn't have a 3D printer or anything, but he just builds all these like squares and hexes out of like dental mold, like and, I don't know, and like paints it. And he's a crazy guy.
That's kind of what Tyson does, because everything that we were using, he either made or painted. Like the little figurines, he'd paint them.
That's awesome. Do you know what Malort is?
Malort?
Yeah, I'm guessing probably not, but just because of your geography. But it's a Chicago liqueur. It's only brewed in it's only distilled in Chicago. It is goddamn disgusting. It ties into D&D in a second, but like it's like drinking swamp ass. It is like nobody on their right mind likes it. You drink it with an old style, and they call it a Chicago handshake. And so it's two gross things in one. It's kind of like the city of Chicago. But we have this host rule where we play D&D that if you roll a crit fail, so if you roll a 1, you got to do a shot on the Lord. And it makes life fun.
Yeah, Remy was lost. He was rolling really bad.
Yeah.
Bad rolls all that time. I was like, you need a new set of die.
Yeah, that's the other. You got to shave the dice a little when no one's looking.
I put him in the oven for 30 seconds or whatever.
Well, you could also like float if they're not metal. You float them and see, because like a lot of those are so cheap and they're not actually true. But
you did get very cheap ones off Amazon. It was like $10 for 5 sets.
Yeah.
So
seriously, float it and see what comes up, because that'll.
I did all the sets, and I rolled each one and like did process of elimination to see which one I liked the best. And yeah. I guess it paid off.
Nice.
I myself did not tamper with any of them, and that's what.
No, I don't. I don't tamper with dice. If you're watching, Mike, I would never do that.
Yeah, that takes away the fun.
It does, and there is something fun about like the dumb house shit. Like the drinking Malort is nasty, but it's a group camaraderie thing where you're like, yeah, it's fun. What's that?
Do you at least get a mint afterwards or something?
No, but we usually have like raunchy like Cool Ranch Doritos or something. So it's like we all have foul breath, and we play in my buddy's attic without air conditioning. So it's like a bunch of it is like high school. It's like a bunch of sweaty dudes hanging out playing. It's pretty gross.
I did play it back in high school. It was fun. Yeah. So this is definitely fun.
Do you watch Stranger Things? Have you seen that show?
Yeah, I've seen the first 3 seasons. We wanted to go through season 3 again before we go on to number 4.
Yeah, I just started season 4 last night, and like they were playing D&D again. I'm like, aw.
They're getting super old.
Yeah, they're definitely like 40-year-olds trying to be in high school, but.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. I've not read this one either. This is Javon Jordan's canceled number 1, 227 out of 250. This is awesome. And I've not had the pleasure of hanging out with Javon, but I've heard he's an amazing dude and like a lot of fun and like just a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah, I like his style a lot.
Yeah, me too. Have you read his? Have you read his new book or the one that he's like Hail
No,
Crow?
I haven't because I have it and
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet though. But
Yeah, me neither.
It is in the reading pile. I got the exclusives that came as a package, like if you were like pre-ordered or
Okay.
he did some like type of Kickstarter or something and like
Yeah,
NFT stuff.
I've got the DJ Links exclusive, and that's the only one I have. So I'm like, I need to get another copy. So, you know, if you don't want to get your greasy fingers on things, you need more than one copy of books. It gets very expensive.
Exactly. You got to get the cover A, the cheap one, for the reader.
Hell yes, there we go. Moon Knight, shitty TV show, but still nice.
First
And
time Daredevil and Moon Knight meet, I believe. If I'm
I
not
think
mistaken.
so. Yeah. This is one of the few that's not a Sienkiewicz cover. I dig it. This is awesome. Yeah, I did not like the show that much, but I love the character. I love the wackiness and the, you know.
I haven't seen the show yet. We don't have Disney Plus.
You're really not missing much, honestly. The quality's just kind of. But no, so okay, are you guys gonna do like a Whatnot exclusive or anything coming soon? I know that's the new rage.
We were on an exclusive.
Oh, were you? Okay. Whoops.
We created one with Whatnot ourselves yet.
Okay. What one were you guys on? Was it the Invincible that everyone?
One of the Invincibles, yeah.
Okay.
Right? The Adam Eve, was it? Yeah,
Nice.
The Adam Eve.
Yeah, I didn't get on any of them. I was too late or not big enough fish for whatever. But that's cool. Are you having anything coming up or in the pipeline that you're gonna do or not yet? As far as
next time they send an email, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It seems to be the new rage of like 4 or 5 sellers get together and like do a shared exclusive on there and
yeah. Which is great, like having someone able to facilitate it, but
yeah, it's cool.
Like we paid to be we were told that we would be a part of one of them, and they didn't even put our name on the back, and we were like,
that's crappy.
That's the one thing you guaranteed. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah.
There's good and bad to the platform. I knock it a fair amount because I want it to be good. It's kind of how I feel about comic books. I talk shit about them because I want them all to be great, but like, and I think Whatnot could be, but they have some issues they have to work on.
They need to listen to their big sellers. They keep partnering up with these people who are like influencer types, which is fine, but like the people that are selling hardcore and that don't even get the attention from Whatnot that they deserve, it's like I feel bad for them.
Yeah, and they also need to communicate much better with everybody. They're awful at that kind of stuff. Like, I found out about a shipping meeting that happened on Discord like 3 days after it happened. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Like,
didn't even know that's what's going on.
Yeah, like because they switched the shipping without any notice, you know, and it's just like, oh, this is great. Had a bunch of pissed off buyers in my life. I'm like, oh, I have nothing to do with it. And then you try and cheat the shipping, and then anyway, we're going on to comic books and happy things. Look at this one. This is awesome. Hell yeah, House of Mystery with the
weird DC.
Yeah, I love the weirdo DC shit. I really do. I know I told you that, and I'm not lying because like. Look at that. They don't make the reds like that anymore. They're orangish reds that just kind of pop. I mean, it was probably some ink that'll kill you. Like if I lick this cover, I'd probably get cancer. What? Like, and look at that weird as fuck character. That's awesome. Like,
yeah, a few weirdo DCs. I wrote down all the categories you listed off. And just
I know. Yeah, there's the checklist on one of the here. Yeah, in case you guys. Max is very diligent. She had all.
There was only one I missed.
Yeah, and that's hey, listen. I just throw out scattershot stuff because I'm like, I'm more about having the conversation and getting to talk to people and meet new people, anyways, than I am. But like, you can label it Silver DC Weirdo, and this is World's Finest. These are such weird books, too. These are awesome. Like, that 12 said goodness too. Like you got Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent getting beat up by Superman. Like, oh hell yeah, man! This is like they need to like DC. I think should just embrace some of this kind of stuff and do more crap like this. I would love it.
More comedy, and then they turned the absolute other way and just went really dark with everything.
Yeah, now all they do is Batman. They have like 9 Batman titles, and the rest of them they don't really give a shit about.
Too much. Like I didn't want to get started on it because there's just so much. I'm not opposed to reading the classics though. Sticking to classics.
Yeah, me too.
Probably better for me.
Yeah. Do you read digitally all, or is it all paper? Like,
Only if I can't find a book that I
Yeah.
want to read. Then that's like my last solution is digital reading. But
yeah, I've gotten better at the
I
digital.
prefer-
Just 'cause-
my preference would be trades, reading trades,
yeah,
because it's just easier than like messing with the bags and stuff. It flows better,
yeah.
not no ads and stuff.
Except for sometimes it switches up the pages, and so you get the splash pages in the wrong direction, and the reveals are a little wrong. But
Don't
that's a
they
minor.
does that like the layout design?
Yeah. And then they if they don't recolor it for the right paper, you get that really bright garish trade paperback coloring. But I get it. If you just want to read it and you read the story, it's tolerable. But some of the coloring on some of those, I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I'm such a yeah. But I would much rather but I don't want to risk fucking up an old book. But like I love the old coloring and on the newsprint and the bleed and the And speaking of,
Smell.
I hate Beta Ray Bill. Hell yeah. This I love, and one of probably my top one or two Marvel characters of all time is Beta Ray Bill and Moon Knight. But yeah, and Walt Simonson's run on here is great. I am very happy. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm very happy certain things did not happen in the newest Thor movie. How about that? If you want my spoiler thoughts on it, I have a video. You can check it out. And we get more. Oh hell yeah, Newsy even. Nice.
Yeah,
Look at
I
those
grade him for you on the back. He put his grades on the back.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. I'm sort of looking and sort of just.
I just hand him the book. I say, "What is the grade on this?" And then I write it down. And then he's working, and he looks at one. Then there's another, and then I'm like,
nice.
What's this one?
I know you guys have to go get CGC certified to keep up with like Skeleton Key now, and
I'm still learning how to grade. Skeleton Key is CGC verified.
Yeah, me too. She just got verified, which is nuts. Like I think that's a huge process to go through to become a grader.
Yeah.
And
to learn a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm still learning too. Like I'm not good. Like once it gets into the mid grades, I'm like I don't know, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah,
like
I'm still learning too, but that's
hell
crazy.
Yeah, I love all of these. Last and certainly not least, look at this. Get the Beta Ray Bill. And you know what? I did not like a lot of my early original books all got damaged in by a black mold in a storage unit, and so I had all these growing up, but I didn't have any one of these currently. So these are all awesome. Thank you so much.
Good. I was worried they might be duplicates.
Oh no, and honestly, I don't bitch about duplicates either. But I really like. You give me 80 Thor, and I'll be a happy person every day of the week. Oh shit. So okay. What did you start collecting as a kid, or when did you start collecting comic books?
I started out with Johnny the Homicidal Maniac in high school. I really liked Jonan Vasquez, and as a kid I watched Invader Zim. He's the creator of Invader Zim.
Yeah.
And then I found out, there's this, and I was so into it, and I would do some art based off that, and it was really fun. And I didn't know that some were valuable or anything.
Yeah, there's 4,000 prints of that book, isn't there?
Yeah, there's I think went up to 9th printing for number 1, I think, or 12th.
It's
maybe.
More than that for sure, because I have a 16th
Oh.
print, and I think it's higher. It goes higher than that.
Jesus.
I think it goes up to in the 30s for that one. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, that one and Ernie, Evil Ernie. I know both have an insane amount of prints, but yeah.
Yeah, and so it started with that when I was in high school, and then I didn't really do anything. I met Patrick, and when we were friends, I was hanging out with him, and he was always doing comic stuff and started getting into it. He invited me to a local little con that was hosted in a hotels, conference room.
Yeah.
Tables and boxes of.
So it's really just sellers selling, and there's
and I went there, and I struggle with crowds.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm not a fan of crowds. I'm especially, and COVID didn't help.
Yeah. Weird. Huh?
That didn't help with that whole oversensitive. So I was around a lot of bright colors and a lot of strange people, strange smells, strange sounds, sights, everything. Kind of feeling overwhelmed with the stimulation. And I was looking through this one book, and I picked up a book that I liked because it was just all black. and it was Ghost Rider #1 from
Oh,
the
nice.
2019, 2020 series or something.
Yeah.
And it was just a blank black cover, and I bought that for $5. He's like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And I showed him. I was like, "I'm gonna go sit outside on the bench because it's loud in here." It's crazy. And he came out and he brought me a book that he bought from in there. It was another Ghost Rider book. So I only had one book, so I wasn't a collector. But once he gave me the second one, I became a collector.
Well, then, yeah, that's how it
From the moment
starts.
he gave me that book that he bought for me. So
That's very cool. It's a good
Yeah.
way to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you had a bunch of the glow-in-the-dark covers, right? The Ghost Rider.
yeah, I'm still collecting as many as I can, not slabbed. I had 3 people hit me up because Chad RCG, I believe, was selling a second print slabbed in a 9.8,
Yeah.
and like 3 different people hit me up, and I'm like, I know. I don't want slabs. I want raws because I want to hang them on, cover the entire wall, at least
Nice.
one wall, to be covered with them. And I think that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
I think
Especially
I have about this many so far. Like
if you
that,
put them in like a guest bedroom and don't tell the guest that they glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
that'd be perfect. Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
So.
Now, do you check to make sure they still glow in all of them too when you collect them? Or you
Oh,
just
they do glow. They do still
Yeah.
glow. They put
Nice.
some kind of radioactive shit in that. So
Yeah, so it'll probably kill you
like,
too.
you don't want to lick the DC,
Yeah,
and you want to lick the first glow in the dark cover ever. It
Yeah.
was the first glow in the dark cover.
although I do think like I think an edible or a lickable comic would be a good variant to go with.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Scratch and sniff, maybe.
Scratch and sniff probably better. Yeah, you don't want people licking. I mean, they're doing all this like acrylic covers and everything else now, but scratch and sniff or like or so, something that ties into some of the other senses at least would be interesting.
Like those kid books where the cow has the fur or whatever. The
Yeah,
bear has-
like tactile or something would be cool.
Oh, I've seen. So we've got regular covers. We got the cardstock covers. We got like metal covers. I saw there was one by Jiang, is it? For the MegaCon for cancel
Yeah.
#1, and it was like limited to 20 or limited to 50. It was carbon, like a carbon.
Yeah, I've heard they're doing carbon fiber and acrylic covers now and all this craziness and
crazy. I'm
It's
like, what's
cool.
next? Wood burning? Like, are we gonna have etched wood panels? I
That'd
wouldn't
be
be surprised. I'm calling it now. Wood's
There you
the next
go.
one.
yeah, you could just set up a booth and start doing
Glass?
it at glass etching. Yeah,
Glass like this but flat.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my office here where we got wine and Chef Boyardee.
That is the one hell of a combo. not at all disgusting.
Meal of champions. That's what
Yeah.
it's No, I just forgot.
I'll give you the wine. That the Chef Boyardee I don't know about, but all right,
It's not bad.
I'll take your
That's
word
all I
for
have
it.
to say about that.
It's
I
been
haven't
many
paired it
years.
yet. I don't think I will, but
Yeah.
those are just what's in the vicinity right now.
Yeah,
What's up?
What's up, Ignacio? Congratulations, by the way, on your By the Horns variant, Ignacio. That's awesome. So
Ooh, what is it?
I think the new run of the By the Horns, the newest one that's coming out, he did a variant cover on. So
What's your Instagram, Ignacio? I'll check it up.
yeah, drop your Ignacio, drop your Insta. I should just mod. I need to mod somebody. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? How's everything going? But
Oh, I do. I follow Ignacio. I recognize you. You had the
Oh, yeah.
Kickstarter thing. that
yeah,
I-
yeah, he's got the whack hacks on the cards and the steroid ridden.
Yeah, I
Kangaroo.
recognized your profile picture just now. I'm following you and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you do stuff with Whack Comics. That's awesome.
Yeah. Have you been on their show yet?
I was way back. It was
Oh,
very
nice.
fun.
Did you
It's
do a
very
whack
fun.
hack and everything too? Nice.
Oh, I did participate in the Show Us How You Whack
Oh yeah.
compilation video they did. Me and
Nice.
Remy participated in that. Did a little sketch bit for it. Thanks, because I don't remember your Insta. I'll tell you what it was.
I'll mod you up, Sid, one of these days. I can't be bothered to go like find get out. I can't do it from StreamYard, so I have to go to actual YouTube and.
There you go. I typed it out. So copy paste that into Instagram, and you'll find Ignacio. Give him a follow.
There you go. Yeah.
What's
So,
up, Wheelchair Superhero?
Yeah, what's up, Kyle? How you guys doing? Thank you everybody for showing up. So Sundays How many artists do you normally have on there? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah, there's not many, and we only have like 2 or 3 viewers, but that's kind of not what it's about. It's more
just
about
for hanging out.
just for us to hang out and have a space and time where we can focus on art. Because I struggle with that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I do have ADHD and issues with getting motivation. So, like, knowing that this is a place and this is a time that is for me to just focus on art, even though sometimes I mess up and still don't do it. Like, I still host and everything, but sometimes I'll be like, shit, I really should be packing books or XYZ. But it's definitely been helping because I have a lot of commissions I need to finish.
Yeah.
I think I've gone to maybe 10 that I need to do.
That's awesome.
That's why I didn't make it. That's why I don't make people pay ahead of time. I make them pay after I've done it. So that, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them all. But once I'm done with those, I'll be able to draw whatever I want and then just sell it after the fact instead of taking on commissions, because that's
you're not taking on any new commissions at the moment?
Nope. Commissions are closed for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Some people will come to me and they're like, I would really, really like this. And I'm like, I'll put you on the list, but I can't promise anything, and you have to accept that. And they'll be like, okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hound me
I
about
understand.
it because I'm likely to do it.
Yeah, there is a whole different like mentality. Like if you could choose what you paint or draw or whatever versus like trying to figure out what someone else wants you to do, it's really is 2 different mindsets. Like,
yes.
And there's a lot more even if you end up selling the original that you made yourself, I think there's a lot less pressure you put on yourself if it's just if you're like, I'm just going to draw whatever the fuck I want. Like versus, oh, you want Superman riding Howard the Duck through a forest? Okay. Yeah.
It's really tough when people get specific, and most people are very good. They don't get super specific. They'll be like,
yeah,
I like this color and this character, and
yeah. I've only done a very few comic cover commissions for a couple reasons. I don't like painting that small, and I also hate painting on the blanks because I beat the fuck out of the covers when I paint on them, and I just don't. I'll use like watercolors and acrylics and spray paint and all this shit that like you're not getting a 9.8 when I'm done with it. It's just not like it's never happening. But
I have to be more. I've realized I have to be more careful because the ones that I have submitted, some of them came back like 9.4 and 9.6s, and I'm like, yeah, I need to be a little more careful, more clean with how I do stuff. But I'm getting better. But yeah. And there is a guy who does paint on blank covers.
I know.
Deviant Apple on Instagram. He goes on, he paints live on Whatnot and then auctions off. And I don't know how, but he does it, and they don't warp and get wrecked. So he has
I'm not sure. I just don't have. I'm like, yeah. And that's the thing. You pay me enough money, I'll paint that for you. I'm not like, right. Yeah, like, but and that's the other thing that I've found when people want commissions, they try and add a lot to it, which I get. Like in their head, it's like, oh, you get more value if you want. Like this I'm painting. I'm like, just
the more you make me do, the higher the price goes.
Well, also, at least when the more I add to a painting, the shittier it gets. Like so, if you just let me, if you can give me a subject and be like, hey, I want a painting of Howard the Duck, or I want a painting of He-Man. I'm like, all right, if you let me do my jam.
The more creative freedoms the more room you leave for creative freedom, the better the outcome, because
and some people, I get it, they're paying the money. It's I'm working on commission and they have their vision and they like what I do, which is awesome. But if I give them my druthers, I'm like, I'll just do something simple, not simple. I just don't tend to add a lot of subjects to my paintings unless someone's telling me to.
I mean, and there's like props to the people who can do that. Like, that's crazy. It's wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of very talented people in the community that can do all this shit. Like Ignacio, that son of a bitch. I mean, he's foreign though. He doesn't really count. He works for like the exchange rate's probably crazy, and so like $20 to him is like a new car. Kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
he's gonna unsub for me anyways. Yeah, I'll hear about it in a minute. Like when the StreamYard catches up, if he's still watching. Actually, Ignacio, can I come live with you? It sounds better than America.
always going through the floor.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you have tips and tricks for people trying to find deals online, or do you not want to share any secrets?
Why would I share secrets for free?
All right, fair enough.
Don't limit yourself to just eBay. Like when I'm researching books, especially like if it's really hard to find, I will Google search it. I'll change some of the words that I use in the search bar. Look at Google Shopping or just regular old Google to help you find it, what you're looking for. But yeah.
And you mostly Taylor sucks. Yeah, there we go. You can start a new trend for that.
Another good thing to remember is like if you can talk to the people that are selling online, whatever platform, like even if it's eBay, like ask questions. If they're a dick, then you don't want to buy from them, but you can talk to them and ask them, and they might have shit that you want that's not even listed just because they haven't gotten around to it. Like you strike up a conversation with someone, and that way they'll work better with you. And most of them are nice. There are bad apples out there, yes. Don't let that get to you. But there are also lots of great people. People are very kind and do want a happy customer, like me. So I like to make sure all my customers are happy. If they have an issue, I do my best to solve it, and then I'll follow up with them after. So just stay positive, and most of the time, people will be nice back to you.
One of my tips is to look for lots. Even if you only want one book in the lot, if you can get it at a decent price, you can turn around and sell the rest of the lot and then make your money back or whatever. That's one of my not secret things, but like I'll just like type in like Silver Age comics just to see what comes up, or like old comics on eBay. Because like if people don't know what they're selling, they won't necessarily title it like you're hunting for. Like you're not gonna like. If I'm hunting for Thor 358, I'll look at Thor 358. But if I just type in old Thor comic, or something, just to see what, because you never know.
If I find one book that I like from somebody, instead of just buying that one book, I'll look at what else they have for sale. I'll make sure I'll ask them, do you do combined shipping? And 99% of the time, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be 50 cents more per whatever. And then I'll ask Grab Me. I'll be like, hey, is there anything that this seller has that you want? And then you can save off the combined shipping.
Yeah.
And go them.
And my other tip is to look for auctions ending at stupid times.
Yep.
Or times when every other human's sleeping but Max is still awake. That's what
List of like what auctions I'm keeping my eyes on. The highest amount of money I'd be willing to pay, the time that it ends. And I set a alarm to go off like 2 minutes before it ends, or you could use Bidnapper. It's a good subscription. It's worth the money, but I just have been lazy and making myself work harder by being lazy. Do you
ever buy off of Goodwill online? They're a resource not a lot of people use.
Off of what?
Goodwill online.
Goodwill online? Oh, I don't know. Do they even have comic books? I saw some.
They have a shitload. They have a ton. If you just
at comic books at Goodwill at a Goodwill before.
But like a lot of the smaller markets and stuff just throw everything they get that online, and they'll throw up lots of stuff like random lots, and like you have to kind of look through the photos to see what you're getting, and the condition can be iffy, but you can get some really good deals on there if you know what you're looking for or looking at, and other people, so.
There's an auction on Goodwill.
Yeah.
Kind of auction for comic books on Goodwill. What the hell?
Yeah, there's a ton of them. I mean, there you go. It's a new resource for you. So if you want a new way to maybe find some stuff, and all you 11 viewers, you're fucking welcome. But because Goodwill online, like you can't just type in comic or comics and just see like ending soonest. They all tend to end about the same time of day on there, and like you'll have to filter through a lot of random stuff because they don't put in like names of titles and stuff. They'll put in like 4 pounds of comics or 4 pounds of Marvel or whatever, but they'll give you photos usually, and you can find like
31.7 pounds comic grab Marvel, DC Comics, Sirens, Wonder Woman, Sin, Nightwing, $123.
So you kind of have to go in and zoom in on some of the photos if you can and see what's there. Like I found the first print of Red Hood in a lot that I got very cheap because like it was just the sliver of the corner showed up. I'm like, I know that cover, and So you have to not the golden age appearances, the silver, the modern Red Hood.
Yeah.
But still, like if you know what you're kind of looking at and you can recognize covers, you can pick up. There you go. Yeah, see, the time of day matters a lot. Like, never bid on auctions that end on a Sunday night because everyone else is too. Like, I think that's the most common auction time. So, I'm a dirty bastard when it comes to looking for comics. You know, still like you just gotta look at online, like the Goodwill stuff. You can really find some interesting weird shit on there, and because and like the stuff that people donate, they don't just donate garbage. They'll donate like really good books
and write it off on taxes.
Yeah. So.
On their tax return or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a short box of Turok #1.
Nice.
Just kidding.
I'm stacked up on those, but otherwise I'd consider it just as giveaway books.
Yeah, right? This is a gimmick, really.
Yeah.
You're not. Are you really in the comic community? Are you really a collector if you don't have a Turok #1?
Well, I'm thinking that's a segue, possibly. I'm debating dropping the video this Thursday or next Thursday. I have a video where I put together this $500 box that I'm competing with people in, and I went through my thought process on how I built the box. And I might wait until next week because I think all the reviews of the boxes on this guy's channel are coming out this week, and I want that to happen before I go through my process of like why I put all these books in. So we'll see. But, yeah, there's a guy named Marcel. He's Caged Geek on YouTube. You guys give him a follow if you want. He bought like 10 $500 boxes off community members, and he has 3 independent judges that are judging these boxes, and the top box gets to pick one book from any of the 10 boxes to keep. So it's a pretty good prize in theory.
Awesome.
He dropped the first couple today. And I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag. But after watching today's videos, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Because there's some good ones in there. Like one guy dropped the first 5 issues of Batman Beyond. Like the original, so the first appearance, and then a couple others in there. So,
is it Caged Geek or Nerd Cage?
Caged Geek. His name's Marcel. He's only got like a 200 to 300 followers, somewhere in that range. So,
I'm not seeing him.
No, sorry, Caped Geek, Caped. I did. Sorry, I've got a touch of dyslexia, and yeah, Caped Geek. I apologize, guys, but Caped Geek. Yeah,
filters, channel. I have not seen him.
Yeah, he's hard to find on there. I'll drop a. Hang on, maybe I'll. Here's where I'm actually going to go to YouTube, people. I'll be. Give me a second here, and yeah, find him on there. Where the hell? Oh, I lost him now too. Yeah, he's hard to find on there. There we go. Oh, he had to do all as one word, as all one word. And let's see if it'll drop. Let me do this as the stream owner. I'm not sure.
Mark okay, I see it. And then in parentheses as Marcel.
Yeah, Cape Geek Marcel. So I don't know if that's showing up in the chat or not. Otherwise I'll go to this. I'll put forth some half-assed effort, people. I will go to that those links.
It showed up in the chat.
Okay, good. All right. So, yeah, but yeah, follow him on there. He'll be going through he dropped the first 3 today. He's a little dry when it comes to talking about the books, but they're interesting boxes, and I always think it's interesting to see what people put into these kind of boxes, and I think it's an interesting idea. He said he's going to end up probably dropping $10,000 on this when it's all said and done. I think he's got to have some day job that pays for a lot of stuff because the collection of books he has is kind of bananas too. So, yeah.
He could put in LCS.
Yeah. No, I mean I think he's a completionist because he just said he completed. What did he? I don't know, some really big run today on his Instagram. So, yeah.
Nice.
Well, listen, we're hitting about the hour mark. What do you guys have? What do you have coming up? Thursday is the first thing you have coming on Whatnot.
Thursday night on Whatnot.
Okay.
Let me check the calendar. Thursday is the 14th. So, yep. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be in Colton. Going to rent an Airbnb.
Nice.
So we can Yeah, with Gorkum Demir.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
I want to get him a
yeah.
Menage a Demir.
I learned he's not a big fan of beer, but he likes his whiskey and Jaeger. So I will be
Nice.
bringing presents.
Nice. That's very cool.
I'm actually going to have to sign my motorcycle helmet too, just because.
Are
because
you?
He does have Harley Davidson and stuff, and he's like on his story. 50% of his story is like him and his buddies out
Nice.
on bikes.
Now, do you have a bike yourself too? I'm guessing then.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I have a Kawasaki Z125 Pro,
Nice.
21 model. It's red and black. It's a slick little. So,
Do you have a flaming skull painted on it yet?
no, I still need to get my license. Technically, I have
Oh,
certification, but I need to pass the DMV test, which is completely different from the tests that I took. And it's all worded really badly, and the diagrams are very unclear, even though it's all one computers at the DMV.
Gotcha.
I'm like,
All right, so avoid any motorcycles you see in California. Because it would be mad. Especially
I'm pretty nervous and pretty careful driver. Just assume that nobody sees you when you're riding.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Remy and I both took the test together. So
Nice. You're not gonna get a bike in a sidecar and make Remy sit in the sidecar?
I don't think it would do well with the sidecar. It's like it's built for agility and speed. It's very small. It's smaller than the bike that I learned on. Yep.
Nice. Well, you should convince him to do a remark on the helmet too.
Yeah, I'll let him do whatever he feels like.
Yeah.
But it's a slick helmet. It's like matte black with the rainbow visor.
Oh, that's cool.
So it looks
Perfect
really
for a Gorkum Demir drawn flaming skull.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have a little cosmic ghost around there or something. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or a
Nice.
dragon. He did a really cool dragon remark on one of the Camp-PCs I submitted.
That's cool. Yeah, if you guys have not read PC, it's a pretty good read too.
Yeah,
It's all about
I
a
do have.
mob guy trying to bargain to keep dragons from attacking. Yeah. Nice. Well, thank you so much for being out here, Max. I really appreciate it. And I hope you dug your box. And it's a lot of fun having you. Awesome.
Yeah, I could probably send you a license since I got you a duplicate on accident.
No. I don't have none of these are duplicates. I don't have any of these.
You said the Camp-PC.
Oh no, I said I was eyeing it. I've been eyeing it forever, but I never ended up getting it. Because I'm a cheap bastard is what it boils down to. Like yeah.
I'm gonna bring some signed. He said bring as much as you want, and I said, are you sure? I might show up with a short box. He's like, yeah, it's fine, it's cool.
Oh, that's very cool.
You will be there for 2 or 3 days, so I guess I'll give you something to do.
Nice.
Colton is not a big city, so.
Yeah, you better at least bring a dick butt stamp for him to like play around with.
They could have him draw a dick butt.
So if you guys in the audience don't know, if you win a book from Max on her whatnot and you don't buy anything, you get a dick butt. I won't tell you what that is. You'll have to find it for yourself when you get dick butted.
The good old fashioned DB.
Yeah. So, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. As far as what I have coming up, Wednesday, my new comic book reviews might be later than normal this week. Thursday, I don't know, I'll drop some video. And then next Monday, Rob's Fat Stacks is going to be back on the show for another for round 2 of his unboxing match. The show might go on hiatus then. I'm not sure. I need to get more guests, and I've been lazy and had other shit going on in my life. So if you want to be on Unboxing Match, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. It's a pretty painless experience, I think, and it's a lot of fun. So just hit me up. Just shoot me a DM, and we can figure out something. So thanks, Max. And thank you, Remy, for lurking in the background and for putting the grades on some of the books. I appreciate it. And everybody have a good night, and we will talk to y'all soon. And don't be a dick. Even if you don't have a dick to be a dick with. Yeah.